Doesn't matter. Matters not. How's everybody doing this evening? I hadn't planned to do this. I really hadn't. I hadn't planned to do this, but anyway. It's one of those kind of evenings. I didn't get to do the show the way I wanted to earlier, so it's, whatever. It's going to be what it's going to be. So, yeah, I wanted to talk for a couple minutes to you, whoever you are. Don't know who you are. Could be for me at another time, but I had a feeling, and the feeling was very good, and I wanted to hold on to the feeling. So I'm going to record it, and if it helps you, all the better. All the better. Will this come? How will this hold that? I don't know. I'll figure something out. Hold on. We'll straighten this out here. Get it to hammering on, so I ain't gotta hold that dang thing. I hate it. I don't like it. Hurts my hands. The electricity hurts my hands. I guess that's part of the old whatever. It's gonna be with me forever. That I touch anything that's got a battery or electric. It just aggravates me, and it soaks all the energy out of it. Which is whatever. Aggravating is what it is. And expensive at times. But that needn't bother you. Or you need to have a problem. Oh, you bastard. Hold on there, Ollie. We gotta do some shaky here. If I can't center this up a little so it don't roll. Alright, there we go. Hey, that's okay. I can't see myself and my diminishing ego. There are those who would say that's ridiculous. My diminishing ego cannot stand. Oh, I can't cut the light out. It was too dark when I did that before. Okay. Cash Cats, you want to be on the TV with the peoples? There you are. That's my Kiki. She's my Cassie. This is her joint. We just live here. Luckily, she lets us stay. All we got to do is feed her and empty the litter box. It's all good from there. So, where were we? Oh, yeah, the title. Why not Jesus? So, I guess for those people, you don't know me, so I got to say hi some way. So, my name is Ron, and I spent a lot of time in my life in altered states of mind, let's say. I started drinking when I was 14, 15. And I hid that for quite a while. But then when I turned 18, it went nuts. So, bottle of Jack Daniels every day. Every day. I mean, every day. For, well, till about 2000, I guess, 2000, maybe 1999. I mean, sure, there were nights where I drink vodka or gin, but every night a bottle was disappearing and did disappear, and sometimes two. And whatever chemical I could get my hands on that was anywhere near me. Now, I did all this, mind you, while holding a job, running a company. Hey, pretty amazing. Actually, it's horrible now I think about it. But that's just, it's for the story, that matters not. So I say all this to say that I was a functioning alcoholic for quite a long time until I wasn't. And I don't know when that happened exactly. But a lot of it's fuzzy now. A great much of it is, which I'm grateful for. Thank you, Lord. So, yeah, I'm grateful for that. Because I used to have a memory like a steel trap, man. I remember, I could remember the most insanely stupid things. My brother would call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Hey, E.T. Well, he called me E.T. Hey, E.T., listen up. what's the blah, 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 and the blah, blah, blah? And I would go, it's such and such. And he would go, thanks. Click up the phone. This is way before I was Google. You know, you all know somebody just like me that knew and remembers all the stuff, right? It's a curse and it's a blessing, and I don't know. It's whatever. It's a tool. It's an ability. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna get to Jesus. We're getting there. So at 13, I decided, 12 or 13, I started asking questions. You know, went to Catholic church, got confirmation, did the communion and all that stuff. But it's a long time ago now. Anyway, did all that stuff. Well, I loved Jesus and I loved all of it, right? And then, boom, Santa Claus is not real. Oh, by the way, kids, whatever. There's no such thing as the Easter Bunny. Tooth Fairy's not real. What about God? What about Jesus? Is Jesus real? If Superman's not real, and first you figure out Superman's not real, and then the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, and Santa Claus, and then Jesus. And that's the way it was, like, set up that way. It was really, that's exactly what happened. And I was studious, straight A's. I kept my mind on what, my intention was to be the best I could be at what I could be for God. And then, boom, everything's a lie. Everything is a lie. And school's telling me, school's saying, listen up. The earth is a ball, it's spinning around like this. There's no such thing as God. God's not up there. You're not allowed to say Jesus' name here. It's a fairy tale. If they didn't say it was a fairy tale, they said it was a myth. If they didn't say it was a myth, they said it was faulty history. And this is when I went to school, right? So they tell me all this stuff. So my opinion from the people that I'm getting my information from, and back then, no internet, the only people you're getting information from at that point is either from a book, which you wouldn't know the title of a book because you had no way, in the family I grew up in, they didn't care about any of that. They were just trying to have a family. It was just my mother was very smart. My dad was very hardworking. They wanted to have a family and share life with each other. That was their goal. And as long as nothing came within that bubble that touched them, they didn't care. They just took care of their family and their friends, and they didn't care about anything else that went on in the world. Well, at times I think my mom did. But for the best part of it, they were those kind of people. So they had no drive to know why we're here. No drive to know why that's the way that is. I had that drive my whole life. I always, I learned to play the guitar. Okay, give me the guitar. I learned to play the guitar. Okay, that's fine. Learn to build computers. Poof, I learned to build computers. Learn to program computers. Poof, I learned to program computers. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever I want to point myself at and do, I learn and accomplish. Right? So, when the God thing came up when I was young, I attacked it the same way. And I came up to the conclusion that it can't be real, right? Because the aliens are coming here, and there's no way, where's heaven at? That book's full of shit. And then, ba-boom. Wow. Matt Powerland. What was his? Hold on. Matt Borland. I saw Matt Borland's video. This video is for, my grandson and anybody who wants to watch it, that wants to know, what's real. Because they'll probably not let this stay on. But anyway, so boom, Matt Borland. Flat. Just exactly, okay? Here it is. I've watched my parents' example of not hurting anyone and treating everyone with love and respect, right? I've watched them work very hard and have to try very hard to keep everything that they got, that they built themselves, right? I get to see all of that. And boom, you find out. Well, you find out that every word in my Bible's over there, you find out that every single word in that book is true. Every word, every last word. And I know it's true, and I tell you how I know it's true, because the books that fill in the pieces to the story and explain everything, they ripped out of the Bible. So you couldn't read it. So you wouldn't know who they were. See, you think I'm crazy right now, but I'm telling you, point blank. You're going to see. Everybody's going to see. Pick it right now, man. Help yourself. I can't believe I'm making this video. This is my heart. This is what I think. This is what I feel. Okay? We're very close to something that's going to change everything. And, well, I guess he's telling me to do this. That's okay. He wants me to do it. So I'll do it. See, it's getting real close to the 0 hour where there's going to be a point that you won't be able to save yourself, right? Not the meat suit. The meat suit means nothing. The meat suit's just a machine that we use while we're here. But because he loves you. You do a lot for you. I mean, it's brutal what they did to him. He never did anything to anyone. What they did to him was horrible. But they don't want you to say his name. They don't want you to know him. They don't want you to talk about him. Why don't they want you to talk about him? Huh? Why can't you say his name in school? Huh? How come every person that is taught, well, it's all garbage that you all spew, right? The left, right, the up, down, it's all the WWE, is politics and everything. It's all show business, right? We're just all farmers, and this is a TV show we watch. That is what we think's going on. And you can't understand that because you still think that they're telling you the truth about anything. Anything. It's all lies. Yeah. But they know you won't listen to me. They know you won't believe what I say. And I'm probably risking my life saying it. But the meat suit's not worth anything. And I feel better telling the truth about what I see and know now. because there's a lot of love out there, and we need to get the love together, because that's what the Lord wants. We need to share. We need to love one another, because it's going to be the only thing that saves us. Him. He is the only thing that will save us. We got to get right with him, because he loves you. And all the other stuff doesn't matter. And all the other stuff's just a show. It's just you and me and him. And that's it. Politics, and wars and rumors of wars or whatever. That's all a show going on around you. It's just you, me, and him. I'm a salesman, you know. He's making me a salesman now. And he thinks that's funny. That's okay. He's a good boss. So I recommend the job highly. He loves you. It's not, it's not like you think. Not like they think you, not like they tell you it is. See, it's not all about fancy this and dancy that and whatever. You just got to get a relationship with him and understand what that love is. Because once that happens, right, what else matters? Except helping someone else to find that thing, that feeling. And the reason I'm making this video, and I want to share this with you, see, you know what feeling that I'm trying to share with you. I was watching, Football Life with Joe Theismann, okay? And it brought back when I was 20 years old. And it brought back the magic of being at those games. And that feeling rushed over me, right? Like a wave, that feeling washed over me. And I felt like my heart exploded. I felt like I was 20 again. I felt like I could do anything again. And whenever I think about Jesus, that's how I feel. It's the same feeling. It's that feeling of complete joy and just purity, love, unconditional love. Like when the most important person in your life hugs you. It's just like that. We are so mind control washed that we don't understand how precious it is, just to go and spend time with someone, right? The time you spent with the people you were with today could be the last people you ever see. I'm trying to help you, right? It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter if you have a disease. None of these things matter, right? These are all things put in your head. Garbage. It's garbage. We fill our heads with just massive amounts of garbage. And it's ridiculous. All you do a day is try to accomplish whatever's right in front of you. That's your whole life. That's your whole past. That's your whole future right then. That sounds, wacky, zuzu, wacky, but believe me. Believe me when I tell you that this minute that you're watching this, whoever's there or whoever's watching this later, this moment right now, is your whole life. And you don't understand it, how important it is, because something's filled your head with all kinds of lies. The only important thing in the world is this moment right now and what you do after it. Because if you're not trying to be the best you can be, why be anything? Why listen to what anyone else says? You can make your day better. You have free time that you could do other things with. You could help people. You could call people. You could talk to people you love. Not look in a little box. I mean, you could call one little box, talk to one little box, but mindlessly wasting moments that you will never get back. Never again that's going to happen. So why Jesus? Because if you got to pick somebody, right, to try to achieve a goal of to be the best you could possibly be, I would choose him. Because I can think of no better better person, better image, better lifestyle, better everything than that to be. And that's what I want to be every day. The best person I can be. Share his word with whoever I can share it with. And talk to people who want to fellowship about it. Because the more I can learn about him, the more I can emulate. The more I can let impact my life. I can let steer me in a better direction for whatever question or situation may come up. I have no intention of being the human being that I was ever again for anyone, for any amount of money. I can't be that person because I understand what this is and how much this means, because this is all there is. There's no more life than this right here. And we don't understand that because we have calendars and other jokes and crap that tell us you got to be here, you got to do this, you got to be here, you got to do this, you got to have that. No. What do you have to do? What do you want to do? What are you going to do? Right? Are you going to binge watch? I don't even know what's popular. Are you going to binge watch Netflix, whatever show it is? Huh? Or you're going to go donate something? Do you need 3,000 shirts? Do you need 50 pairs of pants? A human may need 3 pairs of pants. There are people dying and starving, right? And we are being sold BS. I know, look at the way I live. It's horrible. It will stop. The clothes, everything will go. I do not wish to live that way. I can do things with that money that I cannot do. I mean, as far as the show, I'm going to do a better show and get some more equipment, get another computer or something. But either way, I got to get rid of all the stuff because I don't want to leave a mess when I go, because there's nothing left but me. I mean, there's nothing left for people, I'm it. So I want to be the best person that I can be tomorrow and do the best things that I can do tomorrow. And if there's nothing for me to do in that matter, then I went to clean. I went to put stuff online for sale and, you know, prepare. Just prepare. Learn about him, more about him. It's very important for me. I mean, I love him so much. It's unbelievable what he did. And his mother had to watch it. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine your mother having to watch you? Yeah? I mean, I watched my mother, my brother killed himself, car accident, but, I watched that and how horrible that was on her and how much that ate her alive. She was not happy again after that, really. I mean, I had to work real hard to make her happy. And I failed miserably a lot. But I wouldn't trade a minute of it. Except it's interesting now that I have a relationship with my mother now that's much better than the one I had when we were alive, I think. Well, I get a better feeling. It's because I understand her as a human being, right? I played the role of Ron with her that we all do it. I guess we all do it. We all play a character for different people. I mean, we have a different relationship with each person, right? So my relationship with Mom was almost always that one, the smart ass. A lot. Too much, a great deal of the time. Hey, I can't change it now. I guess this is true though, because the deeper the sinner, the deeper the love for the Lord, because I had just swung so far back in such a short period of time, and it's all I can think about. It's all I think about, right? Is imagine what that was like for him. Just horrible. And when I get a little pain in my foot or my leg or something, I'm like, well, hey, it's not nails in my hand. I'm not crucified. Come on now, dude. I mean, he went through that much, and I'm going to bitch about an ache in my knee or being a little more tired than usual. But I'm doing better on taking a break now and then instead of working all the time. But I'm growing so much. It's the most incredible journey ever. And the hardest journey ever. I tell you, there are things we do, well, things I did and said that were just terrible things. I mean, I don't even want to think about that stuff. Any of that stuff. Or any of the way I got, it's the ego. Oh, they put that ego, they put a lot of fertilizer on that ego when I was a little boy. They put a lot of fertilizer on that ego. It was a show. Little Capcons and all that garbage. And Ronnie Jr. Oh, boy. Yeah. So, yeah, it's your fault. It's my fault. It's all good. It's always going to be your fault, by the way. Anytime you have a dilemma in your life or you have trouble and you want to blame it on something, in the end, it's your fault. So, if I ruin life for you there, I'm sorry about that. But that's always a helpful thing down the road. So make it each choice at that moment, because it's so easy to get trapped into this magic that we're surrounded by. I mean, there's magic all around us, and we call it by other names, right? You understand that? Do you understand what we're talking through? is magic, and we let it in our homes and just use it. I'm using his tool against him, and I understand that now. I got that part. Took a while to get there. Oh yeah, like I say on the show, there's Jesus and there's the adversary. You're going to serve one of them, and you are serving one of them. There's no dancing between. Right? It's one or the other. There's no I'm right between the middle. I do a little and then a little. No, doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. You got to come home. You got to ask for it. You got to ask with a true heart. He's not going to hear it any other way. Ask with a true heart, with true forgiveness. And forgiveness is a hard thing to find in some places, but I've let everything go. You have to let it all go. If you don't let it go, it will destroy you internally. Right? Your body will start eating itself. That's what cancer, dis-ease. That's what it is. Ooh, I learned all the magic words and stuff real good, right? I got right in the middle of all of the, all that conspiracy stuff, right in the middle of it. But where just turning on the phone or going to the channel is the most intense magic trick that you've ever done in your life, and you don't understand it. You don't understand how it happens. It's magic. Think about it. That's what it is. All of this is magic. If you showed what's going on in your room to somebody that lived in the Middle Ages, they would think you are a witch. You would be a witch. It's witchcraft on a very high level. And I'm using it now against itself, and that won't last long. I can tell you that. Unless they just want to have fun with me, kill me slowly. Yeah. However they're going to do it, they'll do it. Doesn't matter to me. Really doesn't. Because it's going to end sometime. And I might as well tell you what's going on before it does. I'm getting tired now. I think I'm going to go to sleep. Shelly's on her way home. I missed her so very much. Like half of me is not here, right? It's like I'm getting a bad leg cramp. Damn it, I hate that. She's it's very odd because I sit still and I'm like, and I think I don't feel right, and I'm like, why don't I feel right? What? Yeah, standing here, I'm fine. Feels like something's missing. I'm missing something, and it's her. And it's her. And it's her. And it's her. And that's what I think about when she's not here. I try to find other things, occupy, but I can't. There's no, I have to be in Zen to take in all the information from the books. So I've been trying to listen to books or podcasts in the last couple of days and just can't do it because she's not here and I don't know where she is. And that alone right now in this day today makes me exceptionally nervous, but I have to trust the Lord that it's going to be what it's going to be. And that's all it can be, is because sitting here, I can do nothing. And I think the greatest thing I've learned in all my time here is if we live each moment only worried about the things that can physically affect us in our space, our life would be so much better. But we don't live that way. We never live that way. We never just, oh, this is my time. right here. I'm just enjoying this time. No, I'm playing a video game. I'm looking at my bills. I'm online surfing. I'm on the phone surfing. I'm playing a game on the phone. I'm doing this on the YouTube, Facebook, whatever. You never have a moment of just peace. Most people don't. We become trapped in a spell, and it's a very complex spell that they've weaved. They won't like me saying that either. Thanks, Lord. I love it when he does that. I'll be talking or just sitting there thinking about anything, and it'll just pop right in my head. It's like I see a picture, and then the picture just poop, another piece goes in, and this piece goes in here. Then you understand why things are the way they are, and they've been done this way on purpose to destroy everything that was built. And that's what it's doing from the inside. Like a cancer. But that's the spell. What's next? Huh? What's next? Don't know. Don't know. It's not happening right now. But it will be. Coming soon. Coming soon. It's going to be intriguing to see how this transition goes. Because it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what you'll be allowed to do and what you won't be allowed to do. It's interesting. Allowed to say what you're allowed to do. See, I've been here a little while, seen quite a bit. Not different places, but I've seen things change in the media. I've seen a lot change in the entertainment and the sports industry. The things that occupy a lot of people's time. But more than that, I studied the occult, the outside things that people didn't want to study. Back when you could look things up on the internet and see actual, real things, not film fakery or whatever. And you could find out information back then, actual, true facts from real sources. It's going to be what it's going to be. And in the end, it always ends the same. Always. Him or him. It always ends here. This is it. This is the choice, right? And I guess here is the top of the entire lecture. Even how long I've been doing this. What does it say? It'll tell me somewhere. 30-some minutes. That ain't that long. Even up here, it's either him or him, right? Which one will you choose to serve? Because you can't have and have. You have to. It has to be real. If you go that route, yay, you win. You win. You cannot lose. You cannot lose. You win. Because you got Jesus. Now, ignore him. Or better, worse yet, ignore his teachings. Or whatever. And not have a relationship with him. And why not? I don't understand it. Okay? If somebody said, I want to introduce you to my friend, his name is Jay, right? It's Jesus. We know it's Jesus. This is my friend Jay. We worked at a carpentry place, a masonry place together. Okay? He's a great guy. He's always nice. He'll do anything for you. There's nothing wrong with the guy. You say, hey, okay, bring him over. I'd like to meet the guy. But now, you say Jesus, people go, oh, it's just a myth. It never really, he was just some kind of, he was just one of the great sage teachers. And that's the crappy, well, see, now I'm getting upset. That's the crappy, that's what the science religion people say, right? The science religion people. Jesus was just a teacher. There is no proof of resurrection. Horse hockey. There's proof. There's a lot of proof. If I'd have known there was any proof at all when I was in school, I would have done, boom, looking to find out about it. But no, we couldn't get to this information then. And see, kids today, they wouldn't even look because they wouldn't be interested. They start off being told, right? See, I'm giving away their thing, their plan that they do. Yeah, Cassie, I'm tired. Anyway, Jesus is a great guy. Have a relationship. Invite him into your life. Say, I like the way this dude acts. I would like to act like this guy and do the things he does. Because I like the way his style is and his way of being. That's what I would like to emulate that, because basically that's what most of us do anyway. Just emulate a style we see. So why not his, man? It's perfect. Be kind to everyone. Treat everyone with respect. What a great idea. In fact, as long as I've been around, I've met some people who had some ego problems, but most of the people I met were that way. We got to like one another. So I don't the witchcraft that comes through these little electronic boxes. This thing, I probably send an array. My head hurts now. The big TVs they give you now, and that's the witchcraft. That's, ooh, watch this. Ooh, be anxious. Look at this. Listen to the soundtrack, which has a subliminal frequency that'll make you feel anxious. But then we have to go down that scientific path to find out about how they're using those things against you. I'm not doing it. I got nothing to do with it. But if you went all the way down the rabbit hole on that, you would find out it's either him or him, right? Either whatever is happening is either serving this purpose or this purpose. You got me? Whatever moment you are having right now, which I hope is serving God's purpose, right, to help you. Whatever moment you're having right now is in service to the Lord, is paying attention, okay, which is worshiping. Paying attention is worship. Paying attention and worshiping the Lord, or ignoring the Lord and going with the adversary, who, by the way, if you bet on, you will lose. It's like, hey, this is the team that's going to win the Super Bowl, and you bet on the other team. Would you do that? No, you wouldn't do that. So why? Why choose anything else? What else are you doing, right now? I'm not talking about something you read about or heard about this church, or saw that church did it sometime, or saw, ooh, that church, they're awful people. They did terrible things. They got nothing to do with Jesus, man. They got zero to do with Jesus. Your relationship with Jesus is your responsibility and nobody else. Not any church, there's no middleman here. It's him and you. And when you let him in, okay? I don't know how to, I explained it earlier. It's a great feeling. It's like, for me, it would be like hugging my mom again, or hearing her tell me she loved me. All right? Which would be a fantastic thing. But I don't need to hear it because I know she's here. I know she's here. I know she sees what I have made of the rest of my life, right? And I hope finally I did something that I should have done my whole life, right? And I'm doing it. And I'm going to be the best person I can be tomorrow. And then the day after that, I'm going to do it again. And if we all did that, this place would be awesome. If we paid no attention except to answer these fools, we got to get rid of these idiots, man. What is wrong with these people? Nobody wants any of this stuff. People want to be left alone. And I hope people want to praise the Lord. I hope people want to serve each other. Why does somebody have to be a millionaire, billionaire, zillionaire? I don't know about economics, and I don't want to talk about capital, stapital, blackitalism. I don't care. Figure out a way to make it work. That's even. People don't want to be hassled. They want to do what they're doing without being hassled. Mentally, right? Or physically. And everybody's that way. I know they are. And if you're not that way, oh, please, you need to talk to Jesus. I'm slipping off the bed. All right, I'm tired. I hope you have fun. I hope you hang around. It will be interesting. I can promise you that. It will be interesting. Well, it'll be more than that. It's going to be a horror show. You don't know how important this moment is. And you won't know how important it is until it's not. And that moment will come. And he's kind of nudgy about that. But he's not saying anything. It's not like I hear his voice. It's like I know something. It's weird. I don't like to talk about things like that because most people don't. They don't believe you when you say things. I did a lot of, a lot of, whatever, wherever, whatever, let's do it. Okay. Horrible. There were some moments, man. I shouldn't be here. But I am. And this is why I'm here, to tell you, explain to you what's going on. That this is all there is. I mean, whoever the person is that it says is watching, right? I love you because we're sharing our life right now together through their witchcraft. We use it for the only weapon that Jesus has, and that's love. And I love you. And I love you, whoever else watches, because that's what we're here for. Why not love one another? Why has everything become, this is sex and this sex and who's sex and this and sex and every sex and sex? No. Happiness, safety, fed. People have food. People aren't being threatened. Jesus. Shouldn't be about it. It shouldn't be your life. Shouldn't be about your life, man. Is that your life? What you do with the pieces you have? Your life is about that? Come on. What kind of legacy? What kind of role model? What kind of structure do you show the next generation? What kind of, and I'm a hypocrite to say so myself because, hey, I pissed away what I had. And you're like, oh yeah, you say that now because, You pissed everything away. And I'm like, no, I feel good. Yeah. I don't worry about anything because I can't do anything about anything. Okay. The thing that makes me sad is I would like to be able to help people more than I do. But I'm working on that. And I'm going to do better. I'm going to play bass at the church. It's going to be fun. I'm down for that. But we'll see. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to catch up with the guys I hope on Friday. Play a little bass. Yeah. I don't play bass very well, I don't think. I mean, I can play what you want me to, but I'm like, I didn't learn any of that. I just know how to play. It's weird. He does that, though. He did it with computers, you know. The government would throw them away where I worked, right? They would throw the pieces into a dumpster, and you wouldn't believe the waste, right? They would chuck them in there, and I would fish out what I wanted, and the guy worked with me fish out what he wanted. Well, I love you, Tom. I'm sorry. I love you, buddy. I love you, Jim. I love you guys. We had fun. I was an ass, but you know, what can I do? Fun. That's why we're here. I have no idea what I was talking about. I am tired. I kind of want a snacky. No, I don't. I do want a ginger ale, though. All right. I love you. Maybe we'll talk again. This was nice. I like this. Though my Shelly will be back. You know, I can't two-time her with you. That will never do. So, I love you. You can be what you want to be. No one can stop you. Why not be the best you can be? Right? Not some silly advertisement. I'm talking be the best you can be. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I had to go to work today. Why would you feel that way? Because there'll be a day, right? There'll be a day when you realize you won't be able to do that anymore. Okay? So you should look at every day as, here we go, another day. Because that's what it is, right? I didn't do it, but I do it now. You get up and you go, oh, another day. What am I going to do today? Right? Another day. What will happen? Talk about making the most of your life. And it's like, and they put you in such a hard place when you have to work so hard to support a family and do that. And I did. Oh my gosh. I know how hard that was. That took so much out of me. Oh. And it's like you're in a torture cell. Not that you don't love your family, but the constant, if you're the man or the woman in that position, you know, the person who worries about the numbers, that's the person I'm talking to. That person, I would say a prayer for you. For you, well, Father, please put his calming hand upon your shoulder through that tough time. In Jesus' name, I pray. I know how hard that was for me. I certainly do. It's a difficult struggle. And they don't, people that are worried about making enough money every month or week for their family do not care what some conspiracy person is saying to them. They're just worried about what they're doing. What they don't understand is it's all a spell of sorts that we're stuck in. And we were when we got here. We had no choice. Telling you. It takes a long way to be able to see that, but you'll know one day, you'll have the same relationship with him that I do. And it's awesome because it is. She's the Prince of Peace. He is my king. I do love him so. Amazing man. Oh, yeah. You know, as great as the Bible is, and it's great, but there's no feeling like, you just think about him, put him in your complete adoration is the most amazing feeling that you will ever feel in your life. Just do it one time. Just get down on your knees and complete adoration towards him. And it's like a glow. It's weird. It'll wear you out, boy. Whoo, it'll wear you out. It wears me out. But I'm an old man now. It's all what it is. And what it will be is right now. This moment. And this moment is all there is. All there is. The Batman from the 80s is on TV. I'm watching Jack. And he's a rapist. Yeah. All of them are monsters. All of them are monsters. Right? It's nostalgia that came on after the thing about the Redskins. Yeah. They're all monsters. Any kind of adoration towards them, I will not give. He is my king. He gets my adoration. Nobody is in his class. So, what people don't understand is acting is lying. That's what you're doing. You're lying. Oh, yeah. Is that how I was going? Yeah, I'll talk about the acting the next time I'm back. What actors do for their profession is they lie for a living. What a movie is a story, which is a lie. If it says this is a true story, that is a lie. It is not a true story. Because the phrase true story in itself is a lie. And there's 80 ways to explain that. But in the end, it always comes down to the same thing. You're serving one or the other. Which will it be? And I'm putting on a Bible verse and going to sleepy. So I love you guys, and I hope you the best. And I will see you again when I will see you.